Hello friends, it's Miss Anna from the Council Bluffs Public Library, and I'm back with you today for another story time anytime. Now today I have a winter story for you, and this story is about a little boy named Benny. It's called Benny and the First Snowflake. Now once upon a time, there was a little boy named Benny, and Benny loved snow more than anything else in the whole wide world, but he lived in a place where it hardly ever snowed. Well, Benny woke up one morning just as his mom was getting ready for work, and do you know what she said? "Benny, guess what I just heard on the news? It's going to snow today!" Well, Benny was so excited that he ran to the living room and he pulled his favorite chair right up close to the window, and he sat down to wait for the snow. Now, a few minutes later, Benny's dad came in and said, "Benny, it's time for breakfast. Come and have something to eat." But Benny wouldn't move. He said, "Mom said it's going to snow today and I have to sit here and wait." And Benny's dad said, "Aren't you hungry?" And he said, "Not very." And so Benny sat and waited for the snow. Well, around noon, Benny's dad came back into the living room and he said, "Benny, it's lunchtime. Come to the kitchen and eat." "I can't leave yet," Benny said. "It hasn't started to snow yet." "Well, Benny, you must be very hungry," his dad said. "Just come to the kitchen and have some lunch." "Oh, I'm not that hungry, Daddy. Please, 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 just let me stay and wait for the snow." Well, Benny's dad wasn't very happy about it, but he said, "Okay, I guess so." Well, later that afternoon, Benny's dad came back into the living room and he said, "Benny, you have been sitting here all day long. Aren't you hungry yet?" Well, this time, Benny cried. "Oh, Daddy, I'm so hungry. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting all day, and it still hasn't snowed, and I'm starving." "Well, come to the kitchen and have something to eat," his dad said. And so Benny, there goes Cody, my friends. And so Benny came to the kitchen and his dad made him a nice round food in the shape of a circle, just like this circle. Do you know what it was? It was a hamburger, and Benny ate the whole thing, and it was delicious. But you know, Benny had not eaten all day long, and he was still hungry. And so his dad let him have some more food. He gave him some food that looked like this. What do you think that is, friends? It is a delicious taco. And Benny said, "Thanks, Daddy." And he ate the whole thing up. Well, you know, Benny had not eaten all day. And he said, "Daddy, I'm still a little bit hungry." And so his dad brought him, what do you think that is? He brought him a slice of ooey, gooey, delicious cheese pizza. Oh, it looked so yummy. And Benny, yum yum, ate the whole thing. Well, by now, Benny was feeling pretty good. His tummy was feeling mostly full. And Benny's dad said, "Benny, guess what I just found? I found one last slice." And Benny said, "Of cherry pie." It was the cherry pie that Benny loved more than almost any other food. And his belly was feeling pretty full, but he thought he could fit a little bit of that pie in there. So Benny took a bite off of the end of the pie. And then Benny remembered how much he loved the crust of the pie. And so he took kind of a big bite off the top, and that crust was really good. So Benny decided he would have just another bite. Well, his belly was almost full, but not quite full. So Benny took a couple of bites off this side of the pie. And then he decided to take one big bite out of this side of the pie. And just as Benny was finishing up with his pie, his mom came into the kitchen and she said, "Benny, have you looked out the window?" Well, Benny went running as fast as he could to that chair that he had pulled up to the window in the living room. And do you know what Benny saw out that window? Benny saw that it had started to snow. Look at that. We made a snowflake with our story, didn't we? So my friends, I want to tell you that if you want to try to make a snowflake just like Benny's first snowflake, you can do that with a round piece of paper. Now, if you're using kid scissors, if you have coffee filters at home, they work really well because sometimes it can be hard to cut through all that paper with kid scissors, but I have grown-up scissors, so it was pretty easy for me. And so if you remind yourselves that first Benny ate a hamburger, right? And then Benny ate a taco. And next, Benny ate a slice of ooey gooey cheese pizza. And what did he finish with? He finished with a slice of cherry pie, right? Now he always takes a bite off of the end, and you can cut all kinds of different shapes in your snowflakes. So this time on my first snowflake, I cut a lot of round cuts, but we'll do some triangle cuts on this one and see what we get. So next, Benny took a couple of big bites off of the crust of his pie, right? And so you can do that. And then Benny took a couple bites off of one side of his pie and he took a bite off the other side of his pie. And then you just unfold it and you have your very own snowflake. And depending on how you cut your snowflake, every single one, I have a bunch because I practiced telling this story before I made your video, every single snowflake looks different depending on the way you cut it, right? Just like how outside, for real, every single snowflake is different, right? All right, my friends, would you like to sing a song with me? I would love to sing a song with you. And this song is about snowflakes. And in this song, our snowflakes are going to be all around. They're going to be way up in the air and then down on the ground. Now, some snowflakes are big and some snowflakes are small, so can you curl up as small as you can? And then we're going to roll our snowflakes into a great big ball. There we go. When the sun comes out, can you make a big sunshine with your hands? What happens when the sun comes out to the snow? The snow melts away, so then you melt down to the ground, okay? Now, it's easiest to sing this song with little kids if you stay sitting on the ground. But if you are a little bit older, like if you're maybe 4 or 5, it's really fun and also gets a little energy out if you sing this song standing up because you can get big and you can get small. But I'm gonna stay sitting here on the floor so that you can see me, okay? All right, so this song is to the tune of a song you might know called Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Snowflakes, snowflakes all around, in the air and on the ground. Some are big and some are small. Roll them into a snowball. When the sun comes out to play, watch as they all melt away. Should we sing it one more time, friends? All right, let's do it one more time. Here we go. Put your hands in the air for your snow. Snowflakes, snowflakes all around, in the air and on the ground. Some are big and some are small. Roll them into a snowball. When the sun comes out to play, watch as they all melt away. All right, my friends, I hope that you enjoyed this very snowy story time today. I had a lot of fun with you, and I can't wait to see you next time. Have a great day, friends.